Hi, I'm Danny Lehr, and I'm the Member of the Month for March. I live here in Ripon with my wife and 2 daughters. I'm a business owner. I own Excel Health and Fitness, which is a CrossFit gym and yoga studio in Manteca, and Caffeine and Kilos, an e-commerce company that's based out of Elk Grove. Caffeine and Kilos is a lot of fun, sell coffee and apparel and ship all over the world. My oldest daughter, Maddie, she plays soccer, and we put her in all these different sports, and we decided let's sign her up for climbing camp and see if she likes it. She came down to camp and she absolutely loved it, had a really good time. And so then we signed her up. They have 8-week courses, so intro to rec, where they learn how to belay each other and that type of thing. So when we were signing her up for it, I figured instead of just dropping her off, maybe I would just come down and play around a little bit and just kind of climb while she's in class. And then what happened is I fell in love with it. And I ended up sneaking in, for 30 minutes on my way home from work a few times. And next thing I know, I'm in here 3 or 4 days a week. Sometimes just for 30 minutes, sometimes for, an hour and a half. But it's just, I really enjoy the challenge of it. Climbing's been great. I've always really enjoyed things that are hard and highly technical. Because it's great when things are hard, because you get that juicy part of the learning curve. It's because it's challenging. When you do accomplish something, when I do, finally send a climb that I missed, a dozen times, it feels so good. And if things aren't hard, you don't get that feeling. If it's easy, then it's not that exciting. It's not that fulfilling. So I love that it's fulfilling because it's hard. I also love that it's highly technical because you improve so quickly. You just learn a little skill, or you kind of figure out something. It's like you unlocked the climb. And that's a lot of fun, is being able to improve, not just in the long term of, getting stronger from lifting weights, which takes a lot more time, but from fixing a technical aspect and then being able to see that big jump in your performance. Just the other day, I was in here climbing, and there's a guy I've never met before. We start working on the same problem in the bouldering area. Next thing I know, Brian and I are buddies. And so it's, the people are great, the staff is great, and the facilities are the best I've ever seen. So now I've dropped into, I think, about half a dozen other climbing gyms, and Alpine is, by far the, nicest one, appropriate, grading on the climbs, all that stuff. I'd say if you're coming in for the first time, just be okay with it being hard. Know you're gonna be bad at it, and just kind of lean into that. It's okay if you can't make it to the top every time, because you'd be surprised how quickly you do make that improvement. And so I think just be okay with it being hard, and actually just think about, can I just get, one hold higher? And if you can just get one hold higher every time, you're gonna have a good time. There's climbs at all different ratings. You can come in, and there's for sure gonna be climbs that you can make it to the top of, And so just be okay with it being hard. Enjoy the journey, right? Which is easier said than done sometimes.